In machine learning, feature scaling transforms your input data so that different features contribute equally to the model. Without it, features with large numerical values, say something like salary, can dominate features with smaller ranges, like age, and this can of course impact the performance of your model. However, a common question is, should you use normalization or standardization when feature scaling? So here's just a brief overview of the two. So normalization, it rescales the data to between the values 0, 1, or -1 and 1 with this formula here. And of course, normalization and standardization are also used in different models. On the other hand, we have standardization, which centers the data around 0 with a unit variance, or basically around standard deviation, and it has a different formula of this right here. And the range is typically unbounded, but it's something like -3 to 3 or something along that. But let's go into some code examples with these. And so this code right here, what we're going to do is use minimum maximum normalization to scale the age and salary features to values between 0 and 1. So if you look at this, we have our age column, which is 25, 35, and 50. And then we have our salary column, which is much larger at 60,000, 100,000, and 140,000. So what we want to do is we don't want the model to give our salary column more importance because it's such bigger numbers. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a MinMaxScaler from the scilern Python library. And then we're just going to fit and transform that data. We're going to call it xNormalized and print it out. Now, if we look down here, we can see the values have been changed to these here, which are between the values of 0 and 1. And so essentially, normalization is ideal when you need all features within a bounded range, and algorithms are sensitive to absolute values. On the other hand, as an example of standardization, what we are going to do is once again use the scikit-learn Python library, but this time instead of the MinMaxScaler, we're going to use the StandardScaler. And so you'll see these values will be a bit different here. If I actually run this code block, we can see some negative values and between -1.1 to 1.29, -1.2 to 1.22. So we can see how we're given different values based off of the form, based off whether we're using normalization or standardization. So the important part is when to choose which is for normalization. If your data needs to be in the range 0 to 1, you should probably go with this. And you're working with models that are sensitive to magnitude. On the other end, for standardization, if your data has outliers, then min-max could be more unreliable. And you should also use it when features don't follow the same scale. I want to thank you for liking and subscribing. Check out my software and courses in the description. Take it easy.